Morning, guys. Okay, so I'm not at work again. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This job, I get this anxiety in the morning, like I shouldn't be there. And in case you don't know, I work at a church, and I'm the secretary. I don't belong to the congregation. I've never belonged to a congregation. But I don't know how to explain it except just feeling like if I go there, something wrong is going to happen, something bad is going to happen, or not like, I get run over by a car or anything, but something to some sort of situation that is going to be too difficult for me or too stressful for me. So I'm not there. They don't pay me very much. I have a bachelor's degree. I'm on a salary, and I get paid the equivalent of $10.50 an hour. So it's nothing. It's part-time. And one of my jobs there as the secretary is to turn away the poor. I'm not kidding. I have a list of state services that I give them. And we have a thrift store, and we bring in pretty good money. The congregation is some of the wealthiest people in the town where I live. So good donations every Sunday. And I know because I, do the books for the money that's coming in. The thrift store, when I was hired, the plan was that I would start off as secretary. I would do the marketing for the thrift store, and then if I could show that I could bring in more money for it, that I would take over the thrift store, that I would manage it and go to full-time. So that does not look like it's going to happen. It doesn't. Also, I was told that I would get a raise, but I have now been told that they can't afford it. And I have been doing the marketing for the thrift store, and yes, I tripled the money coming in. Tripled it. Over Christmas, we brought in 500 times what they were bringing in when I started. 5 times, not 500. 500%. 5 times. Just crazy. But I have to turn away the poor. I have to give them a list of state services and phone numbers, where to go. A lot of times it's just giving them directions like, well, walk down this way and that way and go to the state office down there. And one guy said, well, I came to a church because I don't want to go to the state office. And yeah. Yeah, that's wrong. So we were talking about hive mind, about how that's really glaring. About how the unaffected seem sometimes it's almost like they have a hive mind. I don't know how else to explain it. So I had a really bad Christmas with my family, and there were arguments, and I'll smooth it over, but I just started thinking about this hive mind and about if there were a hive mind, that there may be some sort of goal, the people around you that are not affected. And so I started thinking about it that way, and I thought that was pretty useful because my family, it really seems like, thinking about the things they have said in the past year and the things that they've done and the way that they've interacted with me, that if I had to guess, what is their goal overall, uh, it would be that um, they want me to be in state services. They want to get me further and further entangled into the system with my kids and just get me so much dependent upon it. And they talk about, my second son, he doesn't like school, and he doesn't like sitting around doing paperwork, and he's a boy, and he's very boyish, and he wants to be active. He wants to build things. He wants to interact with his schoolmates, but he doesn't want to sit down and do paperwork. It's hard for him to focus on it, and so they decided, people that only knew my son for a few months took a personality test and decided, well, he's probably autistic. The people at the school, and they'll tell you, well, this isn't a medical opinion, it's just our professional opinion. And I'm just sitting there like, you that took the test, you just met him. You just talked to him a couple of times. And me, I took the same test for him, and it scored out normal, whatever that is. And he took the test for himself, and he scored out normal. It's just a joke, and they harass you and harass you. But anyway, my family, they want me to just pull my son, deeper and deeper into this system to get him, drugs, and get him so that he likes school. If you just work with him this way and fix him that way and put him on this and that, he'll like it and he'll be easier for them to manage. And I think that's, for the school, that's their only, the people that work there. They have manuals that tell them what to do, and they just do it. You should have seen, it was so funny at the last parent-teacher conference, and I told his teacher, I don't even know what she said, but I can't remember, but I said, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not raising my son to be a blind, obedient follower, because he had questioned her. He questioned her about something. Oh, how dare you? And you should have seen the look on her face. It was just shock. Like she couldn't believe that anybody would have a thought like that. What? Like the whole purpose of being a human being is to follow, to get out your book or your manual and to look it up and to follow it. And that's how you live. By golly. It's crazy. Crazy people. So looking at it that way, hive mind and a group goal toward you, the people around you, and I would say the people at my job are there to give me a pleasant work environment so that I'm calm, and to keep me at a low wage, just enough so that I can just barely pay my bills and not get too ambitious or break free from the welfare system that my parents are pushing on me so hard. Does that make sense? I mean, it's crazy. I don't think any of these people are doing it with those thoughts exactly in their head. I think there's a group compulsion or drive or instinct to be cogs in a wheel, like drones I was saying last night. So I don't know, it's just a thought. So anyway, the second thing I wanted to talk about was this. This is the 10 Commandments typed out from my grandfather's King James Bible. He died in 2013, and he was 94. He was awesome. He was awesome. And I just wanted to read because I saw the other day, and I wish I could remember where because I can't find it now, but I saw another version of the 10 Commandments, like a new version, something I never saw, where they left out, it's like they split some of it and then they left out, it's like they split the coveting one, the last one, into two and left out, I think, the one about graven images. So I found this yesterday in my son's room because my grandpa, before he died, he typed this up on his computer. He was always doing stuff on his computer like this. And he made this, and then he gave it to my son to put in on his wall. And my son's had it on his wall for a long time, all his life. Or at least pretty close to all his life. He's 13. So anyway, I just want to read the one about the graven images, or here on this one, and I'm just looking at it, it says carved image. And I don't know if it said that yesterday when I took it off the wall. But I compared it to my Bibles. I have two King James Bibles, and one of them has the red lettering, and the other one has a lot of markings and highlights that I made in it years ago when I got into Bible study, and I'll talk about that later. Anyway, I just want to read this one, and he typed, and I just want to read it, so I don't want it to change. I don't want it to change, you guys. You shall not make for yourself a carved image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. And so I just wanted to comment right there. It says anything in the heaven, anything in the earth, or anything that is in the water. So it doesn't say anything on the earth, carved image. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and the fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments. I don't know this well enough. Like, I never did know this well enough. I knew them, but I didn't know to the word. And if it has changed and everybody want to make a comment, sure, I appreciate it. Anyway, in the last one, the one that I think was split, and the one I saw on the internet yesterday says, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's. Right? And then it says, he always had to get the last word in. Anyway, I hope this doesn't change. So I have more dreams I want to talk to you about, and I think this is 15 minutes. I think I'll just I'll do another one next time. There's two that are really, really in my head right now, and I just need to get that out. I don't know if they mean anything except that I just feel like, I had these very vivid dreams, and I kept them in my head. Like, I would go over them every day. Not every one, but I go over one or two so that I didn't forget, or I just felt compelled to do that. And now I think, well, that helps me remember them, but maybe there's a deeper purpose to that maybe we can all together put together something. Anyway, God bless y'all. Love ya. Bye.